Hey guys, it's Silvertardis here with another episode of Cyberwars Extreme. This is episode 5 now, and in the arena for the house robots for this episode we have Shunt with the bulldozer blades and the axe, and Sergeant Bash with the claws, disc and flamethrower. And the ref bot, of course. We begin with our 5th All-Stars battle between Spawn Again 4, who is unseeded for the next series, went out very early against Tornado in round 2, and their opponent is Crossfire, winners of the War of Independence, and they are seeded number 8 for next series. So, who's your money on? 3, 2, 1. Activate. I personally go for Spawn Again here because they got such a good reputation, but so do Crossfire. Not good enough though. Cease. Out goes Crossfire. They'll be joining the other 4 who lost earlier in the losers melee. And Spawn Again 4 just throwing the ref bot out there. But anyway, Spawn Again 4, they go through to join 95, Collision, Danton Kier and Beermoth. Bad luck Crossfire. But anyway, our next fight is an account mayhem battle between Obstruction 2, representing Static Super Saiyan 3, and representing J33P Productions, we have Ming 4. Now, just a reminder of who's already made it through to the next round. But before that, just a reminder, once you go out of the account mayhem, you stay out. There is no coming back. And already through to the next round, we have Ripper, Nibbler, Jackhammer, and Inverter Wedge. So, who will join them? 3, 2, 1. Activate. So we've got a Pusher and a Flipper. Ming 4, let me remind you, they came second in the last account mayhem, beaten only by 95. So a very good reputation for them. But is it enough to get past Obstruction 2? They look pretty impressive in the second final melee back in episode 2, and they've been flipped over. Ming 4 has got Obstruction quite literally on the ropes here like a poor old boxer. Now the ref bot's going to have to come in and check. No, I don't think he thinks that Obstruction will be moving from there, and neither do I. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Ming 4 attacking Shunt. What are you doing? Oh well, who cares? We've seen house robots take more than enough punishment in the past. What does one more matter? Sergeant Bash now coming in to barbecue the remains of Obstruction 2. They've never really had a lot of success, have they? Beaten in Series 3, beaten in the account mayhem, beaten in a final melee, and now they've been beaten here. Well done, Ming 4. Shunt, I think they want revenge on Ming 4, mind you, and why not? They've now got Sergeant Bash up against the ropes, and out goes Sergeant Bash. Cease. This is absolute madness. Well, it's Cyberwars, isn't it? Of course it's going to be madness. So, bad luck, Static Super Saiyan 3. Bad luck, Obstruction. Ming 4 and J33P Productions is the winner. Next up, we have the big one, the Annihilator final. We've already seen the Saint, Beast, Stormforce and Disturbed eliminated in the earlier rounds. And now we're left with just 2. Tilly Evo, who won the UK Championships Annihilator back in 2007. Only because Thor reversed into the pit. And their opponent is 101. The surprise package in this, perhaps. Could they take us all by surprise? 3, 2, 1. Activate. Tilly Evo, I think, has this one in the bag, to be honest. And why not? They've got the massive flipper, the pushing power, but mind you, not as much as 101, and 101 has jammed that front spike through the side of Tilly Evo. And because of those tracks which came off an old bottle washing machine, they can push Tilly Evo anywhere they want, including the Pit of Oblivion, but they almost ended up in there themselves. Stupid move, Mike Franklin. Jeez, but anyway, Tilly Evo's away again. Oh no, they're not. 101 has come back for more and have now punctured Tilly Evo up the backside. What a ghastly thought that is. Oh dear. Okay, just use your imagination to what I was saying earlier. Or don't. Anyway, Tilly Evo is taking punishment up the backside. Alright, I really got to stop the innuendos right there. But has that jabbing from 101 been enough to immobilise Tilly Evo? Well, I would have thought it would have taken more than that to beat Tilly Evo, previous European champions, let me remind you. And previous Annihilator champions, of course, but they're not going to win it a second time. 101 is the new Annihilator champion. 10, and that's the end for Tilly Evo. Shunt now coming in with the axe. Trying to pepper the top of Tilly Evo with holes. And now Sergeant Bash coming in with a claw. Trying to slice and dice. Oh, he's bending right through the front spikes. And now let's have the drop zone, shall we? 3, 2, 1, and down comes the skip. Alright, I think we'll skip the lap of honour, if it's all the same to you. Tilly Evo in the pit, wallowing in shame, and well done, 101. I was right, they are the dark horse of this tournament. Good luck defending a trophy next time. But anyway, shunt just needs to be fixed there. And now we move on to our final melee, which is going to be a real good one. Let's just clear all the rubbish, including the losing robot, out of the arena. But anyway, in this final melee, first up we have Takaii the Third, representing Cat Banana. All the way from down under we have Australis 2. Competed in the Ashes tournament against Tornado and lost. Huh. I think that's the only way that England can beat Australia besides the rugby. Next we have Thermador 3. Lost to 101 in the Battle of the Sexes, a special event in Series 3. Next we have Razer. Part bird, part reptile, you know the rest. And last but not least, we have Chaos 2, seeded 5th for the next series. Alright, so Chaos 2, Razer, Thermador 3, Australis 2, and Takaii the Third. A lot of numbers in that. Let's count down then. 3, 2, 1. What's after 1? Oh yeah, activate! Alright, so Takaii spinning up to speed, Thermador coming in on the offensive. Razer now coming in with the beak, and Chaos 2 with the flipper. Out goes the lobster. Australis 2 now coming in to attack. Chaos 2, Razer now biting into the top of Australis 2. Is Takaii alright? Yes, Takaii is fine, but they're at their most defensive when they're spinning around. Not enough defense though. Chaos 2 caught them out. And now Razer buckling right through Australis 2, one in the eye. For the boys down under, it would seem. Razer's punctured right through the eye. And out goes Takaii as well. Razer and Australis 2 now flipped over. Razer does have the wings to self-right, but they can't do so while they've got hold of another robot. And Australis 2, they're not invertible, they don't have a stream mech. I think Chaos 2 is the clear winner of this, and so they are. Are they? Oh, Razer says no. He says he's still in this. Not for long, I fear. And he's been flipped right next to the ref bot. Is he going to be okay? Yes, he is. I'm amazed Razer is still in this. Mind you, they've competed ever since the second series of Robot Wars, so I'm not surprised. But now coming in with the beak again, Australis 2. They're going to have Razer bit right through them. Went in one end and out the other. Chaos 2 definitely dominant in this fight. Australis 2, will they be able to fight for the next series? I don't know. But there's nothing really that terrifying about it. It's about as menacing as a koala bear. Looks like we've managed to tie this kangaroo down, sports. And it looks like we've managed to tie Razer down as well. I can see a bit of movement, but not much. So I think Razer is immobilized. They certainly are now. Cease. And the winner of this final melee is Chaos 2. See you next time for another episode. Till then, sayonara.